Hi everyone, my name is Vicky. I'm an ancestral healer and coach, and I'm so happy today to be joined by the wonderful Gillian Burtwell. How are you doing, lovely?
I'm good today, thanks. How are you?
Yes, I'm really great, thank you. Yeah,
Thank you for letting me on here.
you're very welcome. So I met Gilly at a coaching event. It was a series of workshops, and I was just really stoked by her energy and the love for mindset. And the more that we spoke, the more that I realized that I needed to get Gilly on here so that we could all share in the wise wisdom. So, Gilly, how would you describe yourself?
Ooh, I would describe myself as a very caring person who loves everybody.
Oh, isn't that lovely? I'm feeling the love already.
I genuinely want to help everybody, but I know I can't help everybody. But those I can help, I'm here for you. I'm just happy to do that. It's something I've always wanted to do. Ever since I was a little girl, I've always had this feeling that I wanted to help people. I had an alcoholic aunt, and I was always helping her. And I went through a trauma myself, and coming through that, I felt I never wanted anybody else to suffer what I did. There was nobody there to help me through my trauma. It was actually brushed under the carpet and was never spoken about again. And when I was 50, it suddenly tripped me up, and I had a nervous breakdown because I hadn't dealt with the issue back then. So, and that's what I want to stop happening for other people. So that's why I'm doing all of this.
Oh, fantastic. And I hear there about the journey that you had as a child. It showed up when you were 50.
Mm-hmm.
That's really powerful. Okay. So what was your journey to be to where you are now in terms of coaching?
In terms of coaching,
Say that it's more than just coaching that you offer. So in terms of your journey to your business, I should say.
yeah, it kind of came about just over a year ago. I just finished up from a job that I was working up in Durness, and I came back, and I was feeling a bit tired and washed out, and had a few problems and issues up there. And a friend of my mum's, well, my mum's friend's son was doing, I didn't know who had done NLP and hypnotherapy, and he was staying with her at the time, and he'd said, tell Gillian to come across, I'd like to have a chat with her and see if I could maybe help her. So I went across, and he did some NLP on me, and I just thought, wow, that is just incredible. And we had a chat, and he said, would you be interested in learning this yourself? And I said, I'd love to learn NLP and hypnotherapy. So he put me in touch with someone, and so I went on all these courses. It's been a fantastic experience for me, because I've got to meet so many different people. And with a large community, we're all practicing on each other. So this was the benefit of going in, everybody's saying, oh, lockdown, we're all on Zoom and stuff, like you can't speak to anybody. I have never spoken to so many people in my life as since lockdown happened. I've been on, I think I've got Zoom phobia now, because I've just got so much time on Zoom. But the people I have met, it's just been absolutely fantastic. And I'm going to make some lifelong friendships here. But all these people, I've helped, just because we're life coaches doesn't mean to say that we don't need help. If a hairdresser needs a hair done, she doesn't do it herself. She goes and gets somebody else to do it for her, and it's the same with life coaches and therapists. We can't heal ourselves. We need fellow people to help us. And so that's what we were doing with each other. We're trying to help each other. Before we can go and help others, we felt we needed to help each other. And that's exactly what we've done. And it's just been the most rewarding experience to see the change in somebody, to get that shift, and for them to feel positive about going forward. It is, the power in it is just incredible. It just makes my heart sing. It really does. It's just the most wonderful experience to see somebody smile, after having gone through a trauma, having reliving it again in their mind, and then all of a sudden it's gone. And it's like, wow, it's the most wonderful experience. And I can tell I get a wee bit of a buzz out of it.
yeah, I can see your enthusiasm and the buzz and the passion that's there, which is fantastic. So what kind of people do you like to work with the most?
Because of my area, it was anxiety and depression that I was told that I had, if you like. So it's an area that I'm very familiar with, is anxiety and depression. And that covers a huge area. I mean, at the moment, with COVID-19, where anxiety is just a huge, huge issue for people. There are so many triggers out there. Myself, I was triggered last night by the news. And I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe what Boris Johnson was saying. And I thought, that was just a reckless thing to say, really. And I thought so many people are going to get triggered by that, not just me. I was lucky that I went into a session just after that, and I was with a whole lot of life coaches, and they gave me the perspective on it, that in Europe they're behind in their vaccinations, whereas here we're on target with ours. So that's the positive to take from that, and that did help, sort of soothe my mind a bit. But it just shows you that we can be triggered very quickly at the moment by things out there. So it's good to know that there's people like us that can help people, who are being triggered.
Okay, that's awesome. And I would imagine that there are so many people out there who are being triggered by the news in the state of the UK at the minute that are desperate in need for help. Cool. And I know that we spoke about this before, and I know that what you do is more than just NLP hypnotherapy. What sort of things do you help your clients with, or you help your coachees with? I don't know what you refer to your clients as, your customers as.
It's various issues that people come to me. I've had people that want to get, the problem is themselves that's holding them back. And so it's like getting out of my own way. I've had a number of people who are, trying to get out of their own way. Their self-limiting beliefs are holding them back. So that's one of the things that I've helped people with, and I've had good results with that. I've had people who have had traumas that have, plagued them most of their lives, and have started to show up, various areas of their life. And so with NLP and hypnotherapy, I've been able to help them actually get rid of those feelings. The feelings that are associated with that was what was hurt, was doing most of the problems or the hurt. So just getting rid of those feelings, they could maybe still see the event, or but they don't have any attachment to it, which is huge.
Yeah, no, that is huge. That is huge. And I've experienced NLP hypnotherapy myself, and I know firsthand the power that it has on somebody. And it's not just an immediate change; it's also a lasting change as well.
Mm-hmm.
And it happens quickly.
Yeah.
The results. Sorry, that's Hazel. The results are long lasting and continue to make a difference to your life even after you've finished the number of sessions.
Yeah, and you're not spending weeks and months in therapy. And a lot of the time you don't have to tell me. If you don't want to tell me what the problem is, I don't need to know. You don't have to, it's not like sitting where you've got all these counselling things. And I'm not saying counselling's wrong. I'm just saying it's not right for everybody. That's what I'm saying. It's like medication. It didn't work for me. I needed to find something else. So, there are different things for different people. We're not all the same. So, and this was just another method for helping people. And so, yeah, I've lost my train of thought now. But yeah, so that's why I do it, yeah.
Awesome. Love that. And what would you say to anyone who's watching this who hasn't tried NLP hypnotherapy before? What would you say to them?
I'd say give it a go. You've got nothing to lose, apart from maybe some bad memories, a trauma, you've got everything to gain. The beauty about this, we can't hurt you with it. The mind is such that it will never let you take away good memories. Never let you take away good memories. And your mind is always trying to protect you. It's not there, you know, even though it might go around it in an unusual way, it's still there trying to protect you. So, you know, with hypnotherapy, for instance, people say, oh, stage hypnotherapy, you know, look into my eyes, look into my eyes. It's nothing like that at all. Absolutely the opposite. You're wide awake when it comes to hypnotherapy. You don't even have to have your eyes closed. You know, what we're trying to do is quieten the conscious mind, and we're talking to the subconscious. And that's what we're trying to do. That's your side of your brain. The subconscious is the one that's generally in control of the time. You know, if you suddenly, you're going down the road and somebody suddenly cuts you up, you know, you're giving it this and you're doing it all the way down the road. And that's this, the, you know, the right hand side of your mind going, and then all of a sudden consciousness, your logic will suddenly come in and say, now, just calm down. You didn't need to do that. You didn't need to do that. Calm down. You know, but it's always our emotions, you know, that will come out first. Logic, you know, you've got the left brain and the right brain, and the right brain is your, again, that's where all your emotions and things lie, and your left is your logic. And so if a situation arises, emotion will always come out over logic every time, you know. So this is what we're trying to do, is, so that's why, you know, you're trying to speak to the subconscious, because that's the one that's driving the bus, if you like. So we're trying to give it maybe different directions to take rather than the route that it's on just now.
Yeah, love that. And I wonder if there's anything that anyone can do at home to try and get in touch with their subconscious mind.
There are a number of things you can do. We do tapping. Has anybody talked about tapping?
Not yet, no.
Right. Well, you can, this is your karate chop, and you just tap. And you can say, you know, if it was anxiety, you know, this anxiety is bothering me, you know, I acknowledge the anxiety. I know that it's there for a reason, but, you know, okay, I understand about this anxiety, and maybe I can't deal with it just now, but we'll see, yes. And then you'll come to the fore and just here, and you'll start tapping here and say that, you know, maybe you want to leave this anxiety at the moment. It's not really serving me, and maybe I could do something else. And then at the side here, I could just calm down and maybe think rationally about what's happening here, and not let my mind take over. And then under the nose, and well, yeah, it would be good if I could just calm down a little bit and just think about what's happening now in the now, and not focus on the moon. So under the chin, and then here under the bones, and and it's amazing how this will just calm you down. Even just doing this, you don't even have to say anything. You can just think calming thoughts in your head, you know, just calm. And then it's under the arms, a bit of a monkey here. And then on top of the head. So these are all pressure points that actually soothe the lymphatic system of your body and just calms your body down. And another one that you can use is there's breathing exercises. And this is one that the Navy SEALs use before they go into combat. So, you know, if the Navy SEALs can do it, and the government has actually paid for the Navy SEALs to do yoga and breathing techniques. So there you go. So it's good enough for them. I think it's good enough for us. So it's a beat like this. And you're breathing in 4, holding it for 7, and letting it go for 8 at that kind of pace. And you do that a number of times. And again, that just calms the lymphatic system again, and just makes you feel really calm. Meditation is another good form. There's fantastic apps out there. I've got an app on my, in fact, I've got 2 apps on my phone. The one I use the most, I think, is Insight Timer. And there are all these different kinds of free meditations on there. There's for anxiety, it's for sleep, you name it. There's something for everything out there. And there's long ones, there's short ones, there's you know, there's music, there's all sorts. So, you know, plenty out there for people to get into.
Awesome. That's brilliant, Gilly. Thank you. And awesome for the 3 tips, the 3 nuggets. That's cool. And people who are watching this are going to be well relaxed and looked after that.
I hope so.
So if anyone's looking to get in touch with you, how would they find you?
They can find me on LinkedIn as Gillian Burtwell Mindset Wizard, or they can find me on Facebook as Gillian Burtwell Mindset, or they can find me on Instagram as Gillian Burtwell Mindset.
Awesome. And I'll pop those links into the comments on this as well, so people can just click straight through.
Thanks.
That's brilliant. Thank you very much for joining me today, Gilly.
My pleasure. Good luck, everybody.